Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, and today you are going to learn 25 bookish facts about me. Let's just get this first one out of the way. Number one, I've never read Harry Potter. Now that that's been out there, let's move on. I actually read the 50 Shades of Grey trilogy at the urging of one of my male guildmates in World of Warcraft. For as many hours as I once spent immersed in the World of Warcraft, I don't care much for fantasy books written with the same sort of subject matter. I've never read every single word of a book that was required reading in school. I think the closest that I ever came was reading the majority of One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. My dogs have all been named for film characters, but oddly enough, none of those films were adapted from a book. My second job was a B. Dalton bookseller. My three favorite classes in college were Shakespeare, fiction writing, and film interpretation. I designed book covers for fun. Before I started kindergarten, my grandmother used to lay in bed with me every morning and tell me scary stories. I wrote my first full-length manuscript 13 years ago, and currently I own one printed copy of that manuscript, and it doesn't have any page numbers on it. If I could interview any author, living or dead, it would be Edgar Allan Poe. Amazon owns my soul. Stacy was my favorite character in the Babysitter's Club. My most hated book of all time is The Odyssey. I don't do Greek mythology, people. I don't. I can't. I won't. Ever. Again. I've listened to nonfiction audiobooks, but I have never listened to a fiction audiobook. The only Stephen King book I've ever owned is actually his memoir about the writing process. Prior to the internet and Google and Wikipedia and BookTube, we had this thing called Cliff Notes, and I bought a lot of those in school. I'm not a history fan, so it's really hard for me to read any historical fiction. I love to listen to instrumental music while I'm reading because it feels like a soundtrack. That said, I have a hard time reading about music in books because either the lyrics can't be written due to copyright laws, or the lyrics are made up and I can't imagine the beat. The first book that I ever read that was adapted to a film, and I saw the film, was The Outsiders. The first book to make me cry was Where the Red Fern Grows. My boss gives all of us reading assignments in hopes that we'll adopt certain business principles or practices. The first book I ever read on a beach was Hannibal by Thomas Harris. And finally, my favorite family in literature of all time is the Berenstain Bears. So that's it. That's 25 bookish facts about me. And if I had to think of 26, it probably would have been, it's really hard to think about 25 bookish facts about yourself. But if you'd like to give it a shot, please make a video for 25 bookish facts about you. I would love to see it. Let me know when you get it posted. And if you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I will see you all very soon. What are you doing? Oh boy.